What's good, y'all? It's the Mega Manager here, checking in for another Deity discussion, man. So today, I'm going to talk about what the best pre-workout supplements are. Am I going to talk about any specific, already put together pre-workout supplements? Yes and no. There's only one, that I would recommend people take, and I'll go over that a little bit into the video. But I want to tell you before I, disclose that, because I don't want your mind to just lock on that. I want to tell you what the most important ingredients in pre-workouts are that you should look out for, and that you can even just buy, the raw ingredients yourself and mix them together, and then you can have your own little pre-workout going if you don't want to buy a pre-workout if it's a little bit too expensive, or you just don't want to do that. You just want to know that you made it yourself and that you know everything that's in it. So there are just a few things that I would say that you want to look out for, that you definitely want in your pre-workout supplement. Now, the first of those is creatine, okay? And this can either be, there's so many different forms of creatine. They all do different things. Supposedly, some are uptaken better than others, and this, that, and the third. All right, cool, whatever. Creatine. I would say stick to the ones that are the most researched about, the most studied. Creatine Monohydrate or Creatine Hcl. I recommend Creatine Hcl just because it actually has been proven to be uptaken a little bit better than Creatine Monohydrate, and it's also I think it's called like micro dosed or whatever, so you only have to take 1.5 grams of it pretty much to get the serving that you would need. It's like usually 1.5 to 2 grams, something like that. And creatine monohydrate, you have to take 5 grams, like before and after, or 2 times during the day, optimally before and after the workout. Creatine monohydrate, it's a little bit less that you have to take because uptaking a lot better, and just because of its how it's made. All right, how it's put together. So creatine is definitely something to look out for. Monohydrate, HCl. All right, it has a bad rep actually. And people say, oh, creatine just bloats you up, it just makes you fat, it's just water weight, when you stop taking it you lose it all, blah 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 blah, whatever. Okay, so this is what creatine does. People don't understand the science behind it. Pretty much what it does is it's gonna fill, it's kind of gonna pump more water to your muscle cells to what's called volumize your muscle cells. And this induces, it does a couple things. Number one, it's gonna help you to get more power out when you're repping in the gym. It's gonna help you get more reps per set. Where you would have got 8 sets with 135, 8 reps with 135, you might get 10 or 11 reps when you start taking creatine. It's like a noticeable increase immediately. And like I said before, man, the more that you can do with a certain amount of weight, the more either the stronger you are in a certain rep range, or the more reps that you can do, with a certain weight, that's more gains right there. So that's our creatine. That's one of the things that creatine does. And it also volumizes your cells, kind of stretches them out, which is kind of indirect, trigger for growth a little bit too. So consistent creatine intake is definitely important, man. So the next thing I would say look out for is beta alanine. Okay, so if you ever taken a pre-workout supplement before and you felt like you had some bugs crawling on you, or like a jolt of electricity just like took over you, or your lips started itching or anything like that, I can 9 times out of 10 tell you that was the beta alanine. And really all that this is just from what I read, could be right, could be wrong, but it actually kind of makes sense. And actually what I heard from someone, it's like nerve endings activating or something like that. So don't be shocked by that. It's just the effect of beta alanine. You're not dying, you don't have any bugs on you, the supplement isn't like, it's not doing no crazy shit to you. It's working, okay? And what beta alanine does is it helps blunt your fatigue a little bit. It increases your endurance in the gym. You're gonna be able to go a lot harder for a lot longer. Where typically you would be tired, you'd be able to go, maybe a few more reps, or you'll be able to do more sets and stuff like that. That's really the benefit of beta alanine, okay? So the next thing you want to look out for is betaine, okay? I think it's betaine, I think it's all trimethylglycines, like TMG or something like that. So you definitely want to get that in there. It's been proven in studies to actually help people boost your strength, okay? And also build a lot of muscle. With its strength, muscle can be built. If you can lift more in a certain rep range, like a hypertrophy rep range, the more weight that you can lift, the more gains that you can get theoretically, okay? And I stand by that, definitely. I've seen the research behind it, and it definitely works. One other thing to look for is caffeine. Okay, now this could be for you, this could be against you. Some people are caffeine sensitive. Some people like me, you can just take a fucking whole entire gram of caffeine in your head and it won't affect you. So, you know, all of us are different, and you kind of build up a tolerance over time. Okay, so when you look for caffeine, usually between 150 and 300 milligrams is usually perfect for your pre-workout intake. And what caffeine is going to do, it's people, they kind of don't understand what it does. They're like, oh, take caffeine for energy, and you know, it doesn't really give you energy. From the research that I've done, it just makes your brain fire a lot more effectively, and it causes your body to kind of go into a fight or flight mode, where it's like, you know, your adrenal glands start to release adrenaline pretty much, and you know, that's why you get so hyped up, and you know you're so alert and stuff like that. That's why caffeine wakes you up. It makes your brain more active, and I can attest to caffeine actually doing that, because I remember one time I was driving either to or from North Carolina, and I started to fall asleep, and I had a Monster. I was trying to fight it, but then I ended up taking a drink of some Monster, and literally within like 5 minutes, I was like before that, I was so drained. I was like, man, like I can't do this. I was shit, falling asleep, swerving and shit. And then right when I took this, I couldn't even think straight before I took it. I took this stuff. 5 to 10 minutes later, I felt okay. I was very, very alert. Actually, probably less than 10 minutes, probably about 5 minutes. I felt better. I was alert, and then my brain started thinking about all kinds of different shit that I got to do, like, you know, when I get home, when I get there, blah blah blah. So it just really like kind of like kickstarts your brain. So so in a sense, it does give you energy, but I just want to explain that because a lot of people don't know what caffeine really does in the body. So those are just some ingredients that I would say to look out for in a pre-workout supplement, man. So let me know what you think. If there's any other supplements that you have a question about, I'll probably, you know, tried it before, unless it's kind of like drug related or some shit like that. But I've tried, you know, a lot of different supplements. I've tried different pre-workouts and everything. And the one pre-workout that I take, you know, every day is called Pre-Gym. I take it on a daily basis. It has those ingredients plus a few more that help with, you know, performance in the gym, recovery from the gym, and it's gonna help you build muscle, burn fat, all that good stuff, man. So, but it's a little bit more on the expensive side. It's probably like what, like 40 or 45 bucks. But you know, if you can afford it, then go. I really recommend it, and I do say it's the best. It's the best pre-workout, and it will help you. It will get you some gains, man. But anyway, like the video, share it to your friends that, you know, that need a little bit extra edge in the gym, because this will help them out. Comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. Make a man drop.